You're listening to Breakfast with Pablo on Spirit 1260 Karratha.
Earlier this morning, we caught up with Johnny Ruffo. He's going to be up here in the Pilbara on Saturday performing at Wickham. Here's what he had to say.
Spirit.
You're going to be performing on the night for the under-18s dance party. Are you looking forward to come up to the Pilbara and participate in this event?
Yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, it's always good to get back to WA, it's obviously my home state, and, to be able to perform again, and especially for, the younger fans, it's always good fun, and hopefully they have a good time.
Now, what can people really expect from you on the night?
Well, definitely a lot of energy, some good upbeat dance tunes. We might even maybe pick a lucky girl out of the audience, bring her on stage and sing to her. So,
wow.
It should be. We're going to try and have a good all-round show and keep people on the dance floor dancing.
Well, you mentioned dancing. You've said dancing a little bit too much. I think you're alluding to the fact that you did actually win Dancing with the Stars. Are you going to get on the dance floor as well, Johnny?
I might do. You never know. After I've finished my set, jump down on the dance floor.
Now, people are used to seeing you perform after X Factor. How was it, and how did it change your life?
X Factor's amazing. You can't. It's one of these things where it really does change your life, like you said. And for me, especially, it's sort of my whole life around 180 degrees. And obviously now being on Home and Away and doing Dancing with the Stars, sort of X Factor led me to do those things. So I really appreciate everything that's come out of X Factor. But at the same time, you still really do have to work hard. The way I see it is, X Factor is sort of a platform. It doesn't give you a career, but it gives you an opportunity.
What have been some of your personal highlights so far on your career?
There's been quite a few. I mean, touring with One Direction was pretty crazy. Touring with Backstreet Boys, releasing my own music's been, amazing, and, being on Home and Away. So, yeah, there's been a number of things. I probably couldn't really pick just one.
Now, you are a busy man. You just mentioned Home and Away. How has the transition been from music to acting?
It hasn't been too bad. I studied drama for 6 years back in WA, so it wasn't totally foreign to me. I did have a little bit of background experience, but I have learned a lot on the show. And it was a little daunting when I was first there. It was like, oh my God, because Home and Away is kind of an iconic Australian show, so you don't really want to let it down.
Was it more of an excuse really to get your top off? Because on X Factor you can't get your top off, but with Home and Away it's got the beach set in. Is that one of the reasons you decided to join up?
With Home and Away, you can't get your top on. The other way around. No. Well, although I do get to hang out at the beach every day, which is not a bad thing.
Have you picked up surfing at all?
Not a chance, man. I can't surf to save my life. I can stand up on a surfboard, but I'm no Kelly Slater. You
can stand up, when it's on the beach. Now, what can people expect? What can people expect from your character, Chris, for the rest of this season on Home and Away?
I think Chris is starting to turn for the good. When he first came to the Bay, he was almost like, I didn't even like him myself. I'm like, this guy's a douche. But now he's starting to have a bit of a lighter side. He's starting to show a little bit more compassion and things like that. So, yeah, it's good. I think people will start to like him. I think that's a bit of a trend in some of as soon as somebody comes in straight away, you're like, oh, I don't know about this guy, and then you eventually like him.
Now, last year, we were speaking about it before during the songs, you did actually help out Spirit through Telethon. It was a good way to engage with some of your younger fans through Telethon and Radiothon. I just wanted to ask you, though, because obviously you have a lot of fans on Twitter. How often are you being tweeted, Johnny?
I think if I refresh it every second, there's a new tweet usually.
Do you ever have to turn Twitter off?
No, honestly, man, it consumes so much of my life. I'm sitting on it 24/7.
No, it's amazing. I think one of the big things about you've really captured the fans, especially young fans online, and they really love the interaction that you do with them. Is that something you really prioritise in your life?
I think so, because look, like I say this a lot, without the fans, I really don't have a career at all. So you kind of owe it to them to interact with them and show them your appreciation, I suppose.
Now, you haven't been up to the Pilbara before. Are you looking forward to get up here and enjoy some of the better weather, I guess, than Perth has to offer?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, I live in Sydney at the moment, and over here the weather hasn't been the best, of recent. But it's always nice weather up in the Pilbara, so I'm looking forward to maybe getting my shirt off and getting a bit of a tan.
Spirit.